back. So the other day I posted this picture on Instagram and I got several requests to recreate the eye look. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's not waste any time. Let's just start doing it right now. I am one of those people that has oily eyelids, so I always have to use an eye primer anytime I'm going to wear a shadow or an eyeliner, and my favorite are the MAC paint pots. Today I'll be using the one in soft ochre. It's just a yellow flesh tony color, and I'm just going to pop that on both upper eyes. I'm going to save the lower eyes for later because this particular paint pot is starting to dry out, so if I put it on there too early, then it'll start to get dry and crepey. The next thing I'm going to do is take this color Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek, and it's just a flesh tone shadow. You're not even really going to be able to see this on my eyes, but I'm going to apply this back and forth in my crease and onto the lid as well. This is going to keep the paint pot from creasing before we apply the darker colors. Applying this flesh tone base color is also going to help all of the shadows we put on top later much more blendable amongst one another. I'm doing pretty much the same exact thing with this color Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and I am almost at pan on this. It's one of my top eyeshadows that I use for like transition shades in the crease. And instead of going onto the lid as well as in the crease like I did with the Beaches and Cream, I'm just going to keep this back and forth in the crease. I'm using the same brush. This is a Sonia Kashuk 109, and just sloppily going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. You're going to notice a theme. I'm using, I think, all Makeup Geek shadows, and they're all matte shadows today. So this one is called Frappe, and it is a pinky brown. I'm going to use the same exact brush, and what I'm going to do is go back and forth in the crease like we did before, but I'm only going to go like, I don't know, halfway in. So I'm going to make sure I keep my brush angled down like this, and I'm just going to go back and forth like right here. And we're pretty much just going to define the outer crease with this. Next up, on a slightly smaller blending brush, I'm taking this color from Makeup Geek called Mocha, and the brush I'm using is a Morphe M441. And I'm basically going to do the same exact thing I did with the Frappe, but I'm going to keep the color just a little bit deeper in the socket. I'm not going to take it as high up as the Frappe that we just applied. Once again, make sure you angle your brush downward. That's going to keep the color from going onto the lid, and it's also going to help the eyeshadow basically blend itself. Next, what I'm doing is going back into the Frappe color, which is the pinky brown that we applied, and I'm going to go over the top of these two colors, and that's going to help blend them together even better. That way it's more of a gradient versus one color than the next. And once again, we don't want to take this any further than past the middle of the lid. Next, I'm taking this shadow. This one is actually not from Makeup Geek. This is from Coastal Scents, and it is called Chamois Nude. It is probably my favorite nude colored eyeshadow for the lid. I'm going to take this on a flat Sigma E65 brush and apply that all over the lid from inner to outer corner. When we're on that inner corner, I'm going to bring it up just a little bit into the crease, and that's going to keep this inner corner nice and bright. And I got a little bit of that shadow into the crease color, so I'm just going to go back with a little bit more Frappe and clean that up. Next up, I'm taking this black shadow called Corrupt, also from Makeup Geek, and I'm going to use a very small pencil brush. This is the Morphe MB27. What I'm going to do is draw a very short line in this crease, and I'm going to keep it right where the nude shadow meets the dark brown. I'm just going to draw a straight line to basically define that outer corner. Very gently sketch that on. And there it is. Next, I'm taking this brush right here. This is an E45 from Sigma. It is a small pointed blending brush, and I mixed a little bit of the black Corrupt color with Mocha, the dark brown, and I'm going to smoke that line out that I just drew on. Once again, keeping my brush pointed downward. And I'm just going to go back and forth and blend that out. One thing to keep in mind when you're doing your crease shadow is don't bring it too far down. Like, you don't want to bring it all the way down to the corner of your eye. In that case, what it's going to do is kind of shape the eye downward, and it's more attractive to have it go up or out. So make sure you don't bring it all the way out to that corner of the eye. While you're in the process of getting this look done, make sure you intermittently step back and look at yourself in the mirror, look at your entire face. Make sure your eyeshadow matches on both sides. Next up, I'll be applying winged liner. My favorite currently is this MAC acrylic paint, and it serves as a liquid eyeliner. And in case you guys didn't know, it's really hard to apply eyeliner on camera. It's hard to get it even looking. So I'm sorry if I get out of frame here for just a second. The beauty of this look is you can do as dramatic of a wing or as thick of a line as you want, and it's going to look great no matter what because we have this nice bright nude color on the lid, so the eyeliner is pretty much never going to look too dramatic. Now when it comes to this brush that I've been using for this eyeliner, it doesn't come to a really fine tip, and I would like to get a really sharp point on my wing. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take my Kat Von D tattoo liner. You can see this is much more fine tip, and I'm just going to bring that tip of the wing to a finer point. Yes, I want to cut a bitch with my eyeliner.
Uh-oh, there she goes. That's that look all on her face.
Next, we're going back into our soft ochre paint pot. This is the primer we used in the beginning, and I'm just going to dab a tiny bit of that underneath my lower lashes. At this point in the look, you can do any color that you want on your lower lash line. Like if you want to do a fun summery look, you can do a yellow or a pink or a blue. But I'm just going to go with good old black, and I'm going to be using the Anastasia Waterproof Cream color. This is in Jet, and it's just a waterproof gel eyeliner. And what we're going to do is apply that to our waterline. The waterproof is really going to help it stay in there much longer. And for this, I like to use a flat definer brush. This is the Morphe B75. If you were to leave the liner just like this, yeah, definitely it's going to make your eyes look closed off. But here's where we're going to make them look larger. I'm going to take that same black shadow that we used in the upper crease, and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line, the entire thing from outer to inner corner. Don't be afraid to get this onto your waterline where we just applied the black eyeliner. By getting eyeshadow on the waterline where we put the eyeliner, that's going to set it, and it's going to help it stay even longer. So now that we have this crazy black lower waterline, I'm going to take a different pencil brush. This one is from Sigma, it's the E30. I'm going to take the Mocha, the dark brown shadow we used in the upper crease, and blow this out even more. Once you do your lower lash line, if you feel like maybe it's a little bit too thick for you, then what you can do is always take a lighter color, like this is the Frappe that we used in the beginning, and you can use that on a fluffier brush and blend it back and forth over that lower lash line, and that's going to soften it a little bit. Now I'm going to apply my mascara off camera. I will be using this sample of this Dior Show mascara. I'm applying it off camera because there's nothing special about the technique that you guys need to know. The only eyeshadow I'm using today that is not matte is this foiled shadow from Makeup Geek in the color Starry Eyed. And on a MAC 242 brush, I'm just going to pop a little tiny bit of that on the inner corner. Now, of course, my lower lash line still does look really bold, really smoky, and for some people that could close the eye off. So the way that you balance it out is by wearing nice thick lashes on the top. So the lashes I'm wearing today are these ones from Sweetheart Lashes, and these are in the style Sassy. And this is the look once you have the lashes on. As you can see, the top and the bottom are much more balanced out, and it's not going to make the bottom look so heavy anymore. And this is the final look with lashes and everything. So the only difference between the look that I posted the other day and this look is we are doing a bit more dramatic of a lower lash line. So if you don't like it this thick, then don't do it this thick. So that's going to do it for this look today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Don't forget to leave your requests for future videos in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye!